Meditating at the beginning of the day, it's appropriate to recollect the Buddha, our teacher, the Dhamma, the truth, Sangha, those who've realized the truth, following in the footsteps of the Buddha. It's also a good time to cultivate metta through meditation. Metta Bhavana usually begins with a simple thought or aspiration. May I be well. May I be free from suffering. But it's not just a thought, it's also a feeling. So sometimes in the beginning of our practice of meditation, we have to use the mind, use memory, and remember what it feels like, perhaps, to have goodwill, kindness in the mind. Sometimes it's a more remote feeling that we're not used to bringing into consciousness, bringing into the mind. So it can help to think of something such as the love a mother would have for a baby, newborn baby, that feeling. Or the feeling you have for, maybe there's a particular person in your family or your friends that you find it easy to have a feeling of goodwill for. And you use memory to go to that feeling, bring that feeling up into mind. And then to counter to maintain the intention in mind, may I be well, starting with oneself, and then maintain this feeling, having established a feeling of warmth, goodwill, love in the heart, maybe in the heart region, the center of your chest. Keep the recitation going. So may I be well. So developing it towards yourself first. Maybe focus your mind's attention on the chest and recite the words. You can decide on the words yourself. It's basically, may I be well. May I be at ease, free from stress, free from tension, free from suffering. You're maintaining this feeling at the same time. And as you maintain the feeling, the sensation of calm, peace, warm, loving energy in your own chest area, heart area. If you can really notice that, if you can pay attention and keep the mind there with the recitation, then you might spread the feeling out up to your head, down throughout your body to your legs, to your toes. You're filling your whole body up with the feeling of peace, of relaxed, good energy. So in the beginning you use some imagination and memory to help, but later if you become more used to it and more skilled in putting your attention on the chest area and developing this warm feeling, you won't need to remember anything. You just go to that area, establish the thought of loving kindness in your mind, reciting the word or the phrase that you've decided on. And then you can bring it up at will. Bring your mind to focus there with that thought at will. So at this time you have very little distraction or anything much impinging on you, I hope, wherever you are. You can really fill your mind with loving kindness, both the thought, the intention, and the feeling. And when you do this continuously, it becomes stronger, more tangible, something you can know and focus your mind on easily. Once that's established, you're sure your mind is focused on the thought of loving kindness, goodwill for yourself, then the second stage of this is to think of others. So you may begin by thinking of people close to you. Your mother, your father, or your partner, or your children, or your close family member, or a close friend. And you can think of others one by one. So if you think of a person, such as your mother or anyone else, you may visualize them. If you can do that, you keep a visual image in your mind. Or you could recite their name or the word that brings you to put your mind's attention on that person. And then direct this feeling of warm, good energy that you've been developing for yourself out towards another person, the one you're thinking of. So just as I feel calm, relaxed, may my mother or my partner or my child feel the same. May they be peaceful, full of goodwill. May they be free from stress, free from suffering. Just as I feel that, may they feel that. So you're focusing your attention on an individual person and at the same time wishing them well. May they be free from suffering. And then you can progress through the people closest to you. We usually start with them because they're the easiest to focus the mind on. We know them best. and they have most meaning for us in our lives. So one by one, you go through your family, friends, teachers, people you have gratitude for. This may take some time depending on how much time you have. But when you've gone through all the people in your immediate circle, the people closest to you, then you move on to people you know but you don't feel particularly close to. So people you know, you feel more neutral to. People you work with, people you live with. If you're in the monastery, just send your mind out to all the people in the monastery. May they all be well. All the people in the place you live, because they may not all be close to you or related to you. If you live in an apartment block, well, may everyone in this apartment block be well, be happy. So when you move on to people who are more neutral in your mind, not so close to you, you may not know their name, but you use some symbol to associate them with you. So their face or their name, something that you just use as a sign in your mind that you can hold them in mind and then wish them well. And you can expand this when you have time. You can make a more general aspiration. Say, everyone I meet today in the course of my business, going here, going there, may they all be well and happy. You don't know necessarily who you will meet today, but whoever I meet, may they be well. And as you do this, it's not uncommon for somebody, could be someone close to you or someone more neutral, somebody may come up in your mind that you're not happy with. If you have strong aversion to someone, they may come up into your mind and your mind resists developing the thought of kindness towards that person. Thinking of certain people may actually bring up anger. And that's giving you your task, because the anger is yours, not theirs. And during the Metta meditation, you're not so much delving into the reasons you're angry, because they may have done things that hurt you or were bad or inappropriate. But you're aiming to establish loving kindness in all directions to all beings, even ones you don't like, people who've hurt you, you don't like, people you think are wrong, they've hurt you or hurt others, you're still wishing them well. Because whatever they've done wrong, if you wish them well and they improve in their life, well, that's only going to be good for them, good for you, good for everyone. And that improvement or that change will only come from goodwill. Not more aversion, not more punishment. So this is the part of the meditation that may take more effort and time. It may be something you have to practice over many days, many occasions. If there's no one in particular that you're angry with, then that's easy. You can send out your goodwill, your metta in all directions to all beings. In every realm, we say, the human realm, animal realm, ghost realm, hell realm, Deva realm, Brahma realm. This is the mind of the Buddha. Spreading metta, we say metta apamanya, limitless, boundless. Spreading metta without expectation. So not expecting everybody to be perfect, not expecting to like everyone, but just starting from a clear intention of goodwill for oneself, for others, and practicing that until you can really establish the mind on that intention with a positive feeling, positive energy. It's a very good meditation to do first thing in the day, and to repeat until energy blocks of anger, memories that come up with ill will or stimulate ill will in your mind, until they've all gone, until you can remember the person you don't like without getting angry or having ill will. That's the goal, is to cure your mind of ill will, hatred. So sometimes metta leads on to the practice of compassion and forgiveness as well. But we can carry on meditating, whether you now turn to the breath as your meditation object or continue with the loving kindness meditation. We can continue on until you hear the sound of the bell.